sunny day, so yeah, I got these from Waitrose, the Madeleines. You know I like the Madeleines. Now I've got a haul here. Firstly, yesterday I went to Marks and Spencer's. Got a nice skirt. Oh, I got these. Yeah, you won't. You're not. I know you're not interested in seeing things like that. It's I don't know. Some people might be. Nut assortment, and some have got nuts with fruit. So that, we'll get that out of the way. I'm sure you don't want to see it. What else have I got in here? Oh yeah, my cappuccino bars. You know I like my cappuccino bar. I haven't got those mint ones for a while. No, there's something wrapped in here. She wrapped it in bubble wrap. Rustle. Rhubarb flower. Scented candle. Oh, that smells lovely. And there's another one, amber, I think, and that also smells nice. That was like an amber coloured jar, but there he is. That's that. Now I've got this nice skirt. Oh, something else in here. What is this? Oh, that's just batteries. They did have a black skirt with pink flowers with a black background, but they only had it in a size 18 or 6. And I knew the 6 would be too small, and so I tried the 18 and it was just falling off, so I had to leave it, which was a shame as it was nice. But I did get this one in a smaller size than I would normally get, but it fits fine, this green one. That's quite nice, I think. Sort of swingy. Oh, I should go over here and show you, and I should put the light on at the same time, just in case we need it, because I've got other things to... Well, I'll do that in a momento. Let me show you what I got from B&M. I think these look nice. I got some lovely dollies. I couldn't resist her. I got her because she's cheaper. The Hermione Granger. Cheaper than... Oh, we'll look at her with the light because she's washed out. And this... Talk about copying Barbie, even to the packaging. I'll look at all that in a moment. What else have I got? Oh, the Doctor Who magazine. That was from Asda. These are what I initially got from B&M. All these things. I saw those in being sold cheap. They're probably cheaply, rather. They're probably last year's, but I get so plagued by insect bites that I've got a load of the things. A load. Oh, yeah. And from Asda, this jumper throw, pretty green. It's alright, yeah. Lighter go on and we'll be able to look at these things properly. Everything I've got here we'll look at properly with the light on. Unicorn. Okay. Oh, things are falling. Dear. We're recording already. My goodness. What's going on? Okay, that's a nice glass. It was £2 in Asda. It is glass as well, so I had to be careful not to break that. It looks like a cactus, but I suppose you hold those things as you're drinking something. You can. It's quite novel, I thought. I had to be careful not to knock those protuberances off, because you know how precariously things are. These sunglasses I got, I did try them on. They seemed to suit enough, the mirror type ones. Doctor Who magazine. I think when I've got the DVDs, the second Doctor is my favourite, I must say. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. You know, I love my countermeasures. There's only one single... This is a brilliant story, by the way, and they've stopped it. They're not going to make any more. I can't believe it. So come on, people, buy up all the old countermeasures. Get in touch with Big Finish. Say you want it to return. This is excellent. I prefer this to the Doctor Who. I love that team. There's Simon Williams. He plays Group Captain Ian Gilmore. There's Karen Gledhill, she's Dr. Alison Williams. Pamela Salem is Professor Rachel Jensen. Hugh Ross, the wonderful Sir Toby Kinsella. And They are brilliant stories, and this is one of the earlier ones as well. So that's how they were from Remembrance of the Daleks. Only Sir Toby's character wasn't in that, but it's brilliant to have him in it, because anyhow, listen to it if you haven't had a chance. Even if you only listen to that one story and the first ever series, it's brilliant. The first of the original countermeasures. Anyhow, look, Dolly fans. Now, I've got a dolly called Hayley, the one with the big afro, called Toppy Cutie in the Fashionistas line, so I'm not going to calling this dolly. I won't call her Hayley. I did think of a name. I thought of Sibylla. I might call her Sibylla. I think the extra outfits may be useful for Barbies. And she's got some shoes, nice red shoes, and there's boots as well. And a couple of bags and a necklace, which I've already seen. And I have to use pliers to cut a little indentation in the back so that you can get it on. And I got this, otherwise it's taking their heads off and I never know if I can put them on again. So yeah, the Hermione Granger, and also got a dolly. I'm not going to call her Hermione Granger because, sorry Harry Potter fans, please don't hate me for it, but I've got a fashionista also called Hermione. So I may call this one something else, and I can say she's cosplaying Hermione Granger, because she looks like her, I shall say. Now, but when I saw this originally, one of these in Tesco, and I filmed her, and I thought, oh yeah, she's quite nice, and I thought I might get one at a later date. And when I went back, obviously the one I saw was gone, and all the ones they had left, her hair in the front looked much lighter colour to the rest. It didn't look right, it looked wrong. But this one's slightly like that, not quite as nice as the original one, but it's not that bad, so it's not that bad, and it's a nice doll. So that's her. Now, from I showed that, didn't I? Did I show? Of course I did. I showed you the rhubarb flower. There's the skirt, the colour of it in light, with the light on overhead, with the daylight bulb on overhead, plus the daylight coming through the window. It's a bright sunny day, but the sun doesn't directly come in here, which is just as well, because it would fade everything. Oh gosh, I'm rambling. This lovely jumper I got from Asda. Nice jumper. These look nice. I got these from B&M, and I got this from Asda. A nice throw. Let's see if we can undo it and I can show it. Oh, you can never... Hang on. These are usually... The bows are usually tied, sewn into a bow on these throws. Oh, these irritating little plastic tags. I hate the things. Oh dear. It's alright. Oh. I really can't stand these plastic tags. Anyhow, this is pretty. It's got mermaids on and abundant sea life, which will probably be all tied up with plastic. Oh, these customers in B&M, I couldn't believe it. These two girls, well, young women with their kids, and you should have heard it. You should have heard the one of the staff was saying, "Oh, I'd have hit her," and the other one said, "Oh yeah, but then you'd lose your job." But I said, I don't know how you put up with some of these customers in here. But they were moaning and going on about, no, I'm not buying, no, it's disgusting. Oh, it's disgusting. We should be given plastic bags for nothing. They should give them to you. No, they should give them to you. They should give them to you. No, they should give them to you. She was going on and on and on. I thought, yeah, way to destroy the planet, you ignorant piece of, yeah. I have to say that the people I encounter that are the most lacking in intellect and the most lacking in grace and social niceties are the ones with the very strongest sense of entitlement. They've got this extremely strong sense of entitlement because I suppose because they're so used to everything always being given to them, they've never had to struggle or work for anything. Everything's always been handed to them and given to them. So they've always had, you know, they've no doubt all never worked because they've always been on benefits. And so they've got this strong sense of entitlement. They expect to be given everything for nothing. And I've got another necklace somewhere, so let me find that. I may have just left it in here. I don't know why I put it separately in this bag, but I remember I bought another necklace as well. I do remember. Here's the other one. You know, I like my unicorn necklaces, they're so cute. But yeah, I know, you know, that you might get the do-gooding brigade that say, oh, what a terrible person, how dare you criticise those females for moaning about, you know, having to buy plastic bags. The very fact they're behaving like that is indicative of their underprivileged background. So they're the people we care about. We want to help people like them. We want to give them even more benefits so they can have even more children and destroy the planet even more. Well, as I keep saying, you know, no one had a more underprivileged background than me, and yet I'm extremely conscientious and responsible. And then, who do you think you are? That's the response from the people that are supposed to be there to help vulnerable people, and it's nothing vulnerable about those two, I can tell you. And, you know, I just get a bit fed up with, you're not allowed to tell it like it is, you're not allowed to say about these feckless, ignorant people, that because they have the attitude like, oh look, make sure everybody listens to us, make sure everybody can hear what we're saying, oh, they can see how clever we are, we're moaning, we're making a stand, you know, yeah, they should be given to us. How dare they expect us to buy a 10p plastic bag? We should get it for nothing. Oh, but no, they should give it to you, she was saying. And that, you know, and there were other people behind them. I was a woman there with no teeth, and a load of kids, and this bloke who seemed a bit drunk, and they were like in agreement. And unfortunately, I've seen those in there before. You know, that is the type of customers you get in. You know, very rough. You weren't going to look in their direction, and inadvertently, and they could start an argument with you. Like, who do you think you're looking at, or something? You know, so you've got to be so careful. But those girls, they were wanting everyone to look at them because they were thinking they were so big and, you know, wonderful for saying this about shouldn't have to buy plastic bags. Oh my God. Have they actually seen what's happening to the... And not one sea creature in the ocean has not got plastic in its system. And we've got plastic in our digestive systems, tiny particles. And... anyhow, let her wave her magic wand and make the world right, because I can talk and talk and talk and no one takes any notice anyway. And if you're wondering, why am I always pontificating, it's because I care passionately about the environment and nature, and I see what's happening to it all around me, and it's caused by people, by ignorant, selfish behaviour from human beings. But you're not allowed to say that. Oh, you can't say people are selfish. Oh, no, you mustn't say people are ignorant. Oh, that you're not very nice if you call people ignorant. Well, sorry, but, you know, that colour is pink. I'm allowed to say that, aren't I? You know, you can tell it like it is. If the weather is warm, you can say it's warm. If something's ignorant, you should be allowed to say, well, it's ignorant. What else is it if it's not ignorant? Selfish, thoughtless, uncaring, self-obsessed, wanting everything their own way, don't care who they hurt in the process. Ignorance. Sorry, I'm in one of those... Yeah, it just wound me up. It wound me up. I thought these were going to move, but they're not. Those glitter particles, at least they're confined in there, and this is something that's going to be useful. But, you know, I get plastic bags. I buy them. I expect to buy them, and I think it's a good thing that you have to buy plastic bags now. We do everything we can to help the poor planet, of which we are only a part of. You know, if we don't look after the planet, we're all going to suffer. It's as simple as that. Sorry, but... Well, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh, we've got the washed outness now going on, haven't we? I got this nice little Umbreon light because I thought it was rather cute. And you just, you know, they're quite easy to use. You just plug it into the USB port. I'll show you. They're worth getting. I don't know if it might blank it out completely, because you know it does that. You know how it blanks things out. He just sits in there like so. And let me plug him in. Oh, why do I have to choose this side? Why don't I just plug it in the other side? It would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Yeah. Whoop. See, he starts off white. That's nice. And then you just, there's a little thing on the front you press and oh, that switched him off. Hang on. And then he changes. You can make him different colours by tapping, and then eventually he changes and changes himself. See? There's different sequences. Random sequences. I prefer the one where he just goes gently like so. I love Umbreon. I like Sylveon is my favourite character. I'm not totally into Pokemon, I just like this character. Right, we're the next day now. We're on a Monday and yesterday was a Sunday. I'm just testing this without the light because it's a nice Sunday, but I'm going to put the light on anyway just to see what difference it makes. You have to indulge me in this. Yeah, we've got a more richness of colour now. This is the mermaid bag I got from TK Maxx a while back. I'll keep my little friend's Harrington's food in there and some of her cat chews. I'm going to have one of these before I go any further. You know, I got these from Marks and Sparks. I shall have one of the. Looks yellow in this webcam. It's green. And there we go, nice green. I never used to like this, but I do now. I mean, I never used to like them as much, but now I like them very much. Those are my favourite. Anyway, this Super Mario, but now we're upside down. I was saying on the radio just now, on You and Yours, with Robinson, they were saying how all the disposable coffee cups, like people like Starbucks and Costa, and they, you know, we're actually using more. I don't, and Starbucks I go to, they give them in a cup that they have to wash up, a china or porcelain cup. But they're trying to make everyone more responsible. I thought, tell that to those ignorant young women who were in B&M shouting off their loud mouths about we ought to be given free bags. Why should we have to pay? Well, I'm not buying them. As I said yesterday, it's always the most ignorant people who have the strongest sense of entitlement. And I'm not going to make apologies for saying so, because you get these do-gooding types. How dare you say that we won't hear one word of criticism about those girls? The very fact their ignorance shows their underprivileged background. Rubbish! Absolute rubbish. It's an insult to people who had an underprivileged background and did not grow up to be like them. It is not proof of these people think that they had an underprivileged background and that's why they're ignorant. They're ignorant because they're ignorant people, because they've been brought up to be because they've never known anything except being on benefits and having everything given to them. They've never had to work for anything. That's pretty obvious. They've never starved. They've never had to go without food. And you can see they certainly don't go without food now. But I have gone without food. I really have, because we were so poor. Anyway, I don't want to go into it. It's hurtful. And then the people who are supposed to be there to help people, they've got no time for someone. I had a social worker type say to me once, oh, if your life had been that bad, you'd had to have turned to drink and drugs. You'd have had no choice. And I said, the fact that you didn't, that proves it wasn't that bad. And then when I told her, oh well, most people would, oh I don't understand it. I thought, no, of course they don't understand it, because, well, anyway, I've got my theories about, they're probably the same type themselves, and that's why they don't understand it, because they're weak and unpleasant people themselves, a lot of these people in these jobs. Anyway, you know, they want to go to some countries and see if people live out in China, and anyhow, I'm sorry, because I care, that's why it hurts me, because I've suffered in my life. When I see people like those girls that are just spoilt and selfish, and because they're ignorant, oh well, that shows they're underprivileged. Rubbish! Because the do-gooding types are worse than them, because they ought to know better. Anyway, I'm going to give this outfit to Archeona. Archeona here. Oh, we've got a certainly brightness of colour now. I'm not going to try it on at the moment. I've had a lot going on, I've got a lot to worry about, and anyhow, it's a nice bright sunny day. There's a friend of mine I've got to worry about that's got a lot of problems, and yeah, I hope he's got things to go through today, so anyhow, yeah, signing off. Signing off.
And one of those websites is called ebook.
These are my favourite.
Complaining that their books are available on this site without their consent. I spoke to the Rose.
Got this dolphin magic. I don't know what's going to do with dolphins, but still, it's got a puppy. Fashion pack for Barbie. I don't know who's going to be the recipient of these. I just wanted the shoes mainly. They're nice shoes. And there's a cap, top and a skirt, and a little puppy. Well, here's this Super Mario dress on Marlies. Shame you can't see Princess Peach's head. You can see it on the back. I don't know if she wears it back to front, which I don't think would work somehow. But, looks okay on her. Now, when I first got this dress, I had initially and originally tried it on Kiona, but I never photographed it, I never filmed it. And so the first time you saw it was on Marlies, in the previous video to this one, but I think it suits Kiona better. It's just more difficult to get it done up. It fits her snugly, more snugly at the top, but it does fit her better overall. I think it makes them look sort of pregnant in the front, but not so much when you do that. It does suit Marlies. I think it looks quite nice on her. I wish I could get one where you could see Princess Peach properly, like you can on the back, but you can't wear it back to front. It just wouldn't look right, and it's different, and so that's a shame. But I think it looks just like Baby Doll style, isn't it? Like, doesn't sort of work on the dolls somehow. It needs to be a floppier sort of material so that it just falls straight down. But it looks okay on her, and I think maybe she can have it, or her and Marlies can share it, or may get another one. And if I can find one in a shop somewhere, in a store, then I can choose the one I want. When you order online, you know, they might show you as the seller showed the picture of this dress on an actual doll that they'd taken themselves, and they'd obviously had more than one of these, and they were clever and crafty enough to show that Princess Peach character down here somewhere, so it looked like that's what you were buying. But of course when you buy it, you find out that it's like this, and this was the last one. So I don't know why the shops locally don't have these, and with the characters on, like the Hello Kitty. I haven't seen one of the Hello Kitty ones in any shop anywhere. I had to get them from Amazon. But yeah, when you buy them like that, you're taking pot luck. It's hit or miss about whether you're going to get one with the pattern in the right place. So this is why I like to go into an actual bricks and mortar store and choose things for myself. But you often can't do that, so that's why you have to get things online. Yeah, but it has. Kiona. She looks okay in that. It's quite nice.